getting ready to meet my friend band, who was originally a coworker, and now is a really good friend of mine. We're gonna have one last outing out together before I'm out of here. We're gonna go to Euro Park, so yeah, stick along if you want to see what that's like. Okay, so that was just a piece of my experience in Cambodia. I will definitely have a lot more videos talking about my experience. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to go over the reasons why I chose to leave. And this might come a little shocking to some people. And if you guys want me to go into detail, I will be including a video with screenshots of the reason why I left, full of proof. But just to get started, I started working at a school. It was more like a daycare when I first got here, and I got my TESOL certification through a place that I can no longer say their name because they had to give me a half refund. Basically, The refund was because they promised me services that they couldn't provide, and they ended up sending me to a sister school, which I was going to pick anyway. That was half the price, so they just had to give me their money back at that point, my money back at that point, because the services that they were going to provide, they were free at the sister school they sent me to anyway. The sister school sent me to a school, and in the beginning, they told me I would be getting paid one amount, and then I ended up getting paid complete like $500 less, $500 less. So, and then I was told that I would be getting paid $1,000 more because of my education and my background, and that ended up not happening. I ended up getting a promotion in 2 weeks to become a primary coordinator, all for that to be removed from me. And unfortunately, I had a coworker who was sexually attracted to me, and I was not attracted to them at first at all. But they were always available, always around. So, like, I slowly started to warm up to them. However, I knew they weren't a good person just based off of their actions and what they broadcasted on their social media profiles. And sure enough, I was right. They were not a good person. And I can include screenshots, but I went from everything from like this person, being in my presence to him finding my social media accounts, liking all of my private photos, um, talking to me about how he was addicted to my photos, all to find out he was in relations with someone I was close to here at the school. So that was really unfortunate. Um, and then when I started to already feel shaky enough, one of the deputies of my school told me that if I decided to leave that school and go somewhere else, that he would have me blacklisted. So at that point, I just started to look for jobs in America to go back to America because I no longer felt comfortable there. And then shortly after, there was new funding for the school and new people coming in left and right. And it was a large majority white male presence that I just didn't really understand. It seemed to only complicate things. So once that started to happen, everybody started looking at each other like what's going on, and I like fully understood that it was my time to go. So although prior to me having this job, I had a really great experience. I completed 2 semesters. I had 2 parent-teacher conferences. So yeah, I did what I had to do. Also, the teacher that came before me, she was fired literally days, hours before the end of her probation period because she was outspoken and also she was South African without a degree, which is not a requirement in the country that we're in. But they let her go, and she was paid significantly less than me, which I know is a thing. And what you'll see in the screenshots that I have provided, eugenics and colorism is a global issue. It's not just an American issue. It's not just a diaspora war issue in America, but it's also a diaspora war issue in Asia. So, yeah, that's a little bit about why I decided to leave. If you would like to see exactly what I'm talking about in detail, I have already confronted the person that I will be creating a video and showing screenshots of proof because they thought that deleting the chat history would be enough. But if you know me, I'm a Virgo through and through. If you ever said you didn't say that, I have every single message, every single notification. I save everything. And not only did I save it to my phone and my iCloud, but I also emailed it to my mom and I also emailed it to myself. Not that I could sue or do anything like that, but I just think that it's really important to remember how people treated you so that you don't let things like this repeat and go on. So stay tuned for that video coming out very soon. I just wanted to go ahead and get this one done because I did promise it will come out on Sunday. Once this is finished, I will begin to work on the mentally draining portion of me explaining what really went down. And then I finally completed my 2 songs. So I will finally also be able to release that. So if you also want to hear about the process and the journey that I took while I was out of America getting music created and finished, please stay tuned because I will also go into that in depth as well. But yeah, I'm very grateful. It's been great. Thank you so much to the country of Cambodia. I had a wonderful time. Before I started working, honestly, I had the greatest experiences. I'm almost thinking about just being out here for a month and doing nothing that has to do with work, just to take a break, because that's when I was really at my most peaceful moments, is when I wasn't being played, when I wasn't dealing with stressful activities that I shouldn't have dealt with. I left America because I didn't want to deal with men. I, cut my hair. I changed the way I dress. My appearance is completely different because of unfortunate assault that I was dealing with. And unfortunately, some of the things I was going through, I also had just came down from dealing with recurrent miscarriages due to APS. And I really just wanted to be around children and do something good. And this experience really helped me figure out what I need and where I wanted to be. But it also made me realize that globally, men are going to be men. It's nothing I can do about that. It's just that's a global thing. I have not edited this at all. This is raw. I'm not even using my microphone. I'm in my classroom, so you know it's real. But that's basically what I've learned from this experience is that everywhere I go, I'm going to just be a black woman. And it's okay because I'm more than just a black woman, but to the eyes of many people, that's all I'm going to ever be. It's just a set of curves, and it is what it is. But I'm grateful for this experience. I'm grateful for the time that I had. And I'm so glad I took this trip out here to really find myself and ground myself. But I'm unfortunately really saddened about some of the things that had taken place because it truly did not have to be that way. And I was having such a great time before men ruined it for me. But yeah.